So the battle for the best budget smartphone of 2021, so far at least, has really heated up these last couple of weeks. Xiaomi pretty much impressed us out of the gates with its excellent Redmi Note 10 Pro, but then lately we've had the likes of the Moto G100, the Realme 8 Pro, and that excellent Poco X3 Pro. A lot of pro action going on basically. And now Xiaomi is coming back swinging to make sure it doesn't lose its best budget smartphone crown with the fresh new Mi 11 Lite. And that's enough chatter, let's actually whip the Mi 11 Lite out of its box, take you on a full-on tour of that hardware and the software so you know exactly what to expect ahead of my in-depth review. And for more on the latest greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Alright, so let's see what you actually get in the box. First up, not a massive surprise, one Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite. You've also got your Rubber Johnny cover to protect the Mi 11 Lite from harm. You've got one Super Chub power adapter. You got your Type-C USB cable. And uh-oh, this isn't a good sign, a Type-C to 3.5mm headphone adapter. Alright, so that's everything in the box. Now let's check out the very shiny indeed Mi 11 Lite. And like most budget smartphones, this is a bit of a handful, unsurprisingly at just over 6.5 inches, but it does feel rather light. I'm definitely impressed by just how lightweight this thing is, in fact. And that'll be helped considerably by the fact that the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite is completely constructed from plastic. You've got a plastic arse, got a bit of plastic edging wrapping all the way around it, and then of course you do have a glass front. No pre-installed screen protector, however, here on the UK model. And yeah, as you can see there, it is a very shiny rear end here on the Mi 11 Lite. They have gone full gloss for that. It is basically a mirror finish. Very handy, of course, if you just want to check out your hair on the move. Yep, still got f***ing none. And I really like that Xiaomi has used the same sort of camera design here for the Mi 11 Lite. Thought that looked rather funky on the Mi 11, and it definitely is rather pleasing to the eye here as well. But of course the one problem with a shiny, glossy smartphone like this is that as soon as my greasy mitts get all over it, it is going to be looking like an absolute freaking horror show. Definitely make sure you've got your buffing cloth on standby. And yes, as feared, there is absolutely no headphone jack action here on the Mi 11 Lite either. But anyway, let's see if there's any juice in the tank, get it all powered up, and then tour the rest of the hardware and that software as well. And if we just ease open that slot as well, you'll see that it is a double-sided SIM tray, so you can put two SIMs in at once, but sadly no space for any micro SD memory cards. Alrighty, so the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite all set up, and like basically every other Xiaomi, Redmi, etc. smartphone that has come along in 2021, you've got the latest, freshest Android 11, and slapped on top of that, you've got that MIUI 12. And apologies if you've seen my other Xiaomi phone videos, I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself, but MIUI 12 is definitely the best iteration so far by quite some margin. You've got features like that app straight in there, so you've got a kind of a stock Android vibe that likes the Google Discover feed as well. But then you get brilliant MIUI bonus bits as well, like that excellent control center, which has been heavily inspired by iOS. And lots of very respectable customization options in here as well, because you've got an OLED screen, for instance, you've got an always-on display. Lots of different designs to choose from in there, some of which, let's face it, are absolutely batshit. And I certainly don't believe that this particular mantra is very helpful at all, because if you always believe that something wonderful is about to happen, surely that just means you're constantly going to be disappointed in life. Now, it looks like you can actually edit it though. There we go, that's more like it. And because that Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite is a bit of a big bugger, like basically every other smartphone around right now, it's great to see that you've got that one-handed mode action once again. Definitely an absolute godsend, especially if you're trying to like keep a 5-year-old mentalist under control while out and about. One of the biggest pains in my ass when it comes to Xiaomi smartphones though is the sheer number of crapware that comes pre-installed on this thing. You got the likes of TikTok, you got your LinkedIn's, your Facebooks. You got a whole bunch of Xiaomi's own brand apps as well, many of which I don't use, like the Mi browser, the Mi remote and Mi video. The security one's quite good though, that just gives you fast access to some of the better features on there for cleaning up the phone, blocking any numbers that have been pestering you, and good old Game Turbo of course, which I'll be touching on in a bit. On the security side of things, the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite uses an edge-mounted fingerprint sensor, back in fashion very much these days, but it doesn't actually look like an edge-mounted scanner.